by my loyal patrons.
Hi,
Pledge today
honey.
and receive exclusive
I'll
perks.
turn it off.
Link
I'll
in
turn
the
it off.
description.
Uh,
Last year, this bombshell dropped.
oh,
It
you
seemed
want me to
fitting
continue
republish
watching?
the book with a few
Okay.
extra facts for you to enjoy on this very special 80th anniversary
Well,
year of Thomas.
Christopher
the one
Audrey,
thing I really
son
like
of
about
Wilbert
this
Audrey,
is
republished his
the
lore
fact
book,
that Christopher
Sodor Reading
Audrey
Between
and
the
Wilbert,
Lines, featuring all new
like
information about the production of the
both
series.
really
The
liked
longest chapter in the book is
like
chapter
real
5,
grounded
the
stories.
their origins, and locations.
And
Within this
I
chapter, Chris goes
felt,
through every
like,
story of
tied to
every
them.
book in the series and talks
And,
about interesting tidbits about each one.
well,
Mostly what real life
you want to
events
know what my favorite
they're based
character?
on.
Oh,
Wilbert and Christopher
that's
Audrey based
a
all their
hard decision
stories
to
on
make,
real-life events
but
in railway history. It was
I
one of
can-
Wilbert's rules that he established early on.
Scarlet
during the reign
Loey.
of
Oh,
James
Scarlet
the
Loey
Red.
is my
Every
favorite.
story
So
had to be based on something that
the thing about
happened
him
to a real
is he
engine
came
in
to
real
the
days
island like
somewhere out
around
there.
like
Whether it was
the
via incidents he read
1800s, maybe
about, had been
1810s,
told
and
about, or witnessed himself in the flesh. The Audreys prided themselves on this, for it lent an authenticity to the storytelling. These stories never did feel like they were crazy works of fiction, because, for the most part, everything that occurs within them can be
that's
backed
one
up
way to
by
get me to
real-world
shut up.
examples where such crazy things happened. A train falling into a mine shaft? Yup, it happened.
Well,
A train crashing into a barber shop?
you
Yup, it happened. A train escaping the scrapyard by running away in secret Great Escape style?
I know I'm
Oh
cute when
yeah,
I'm flustered.
it happened. Kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
All of it was real, and that's the magic of this series. This is a video that will dive into all the real-life stories behind Wilbert's run of the series, using a variety of sources. These sources include Sodor Reading Between the Lines, both editions, Wilbert Audrey's biography, The Thomas the Tank Engine Man by Brian Sibley, various notes from Audrey himself that are currently public, research from the now-defunct Real Lives of Thomas site, railway history books, and informative videos here on YouTube. I highly recommend checking out these links on the Click Track, which I'll go far more in depth than I will be. My goal with this video is for you to learn something new about these stories that we all know so well. I certainly learned a lot while making them.
Let me go make sure the door's locked real
A
quick.
decent length, and
I'll be
my
right
own
back.
sanity,
I'll be right back.
I'm only going to cover Wilbert's books in this video. Books 1 through 26. But if this video does well,
Okay, now it's locked,
then maybe
honey.
we'll cover all of Christopher's books.
Where was he?
Also, two quick disclaimers here. First off, many of these real-life events are pulled from ancient websites and recounts from people such as Christopher Audrey, and we're all human, so they may not be the most accurate retellings. If anything here is factually incorrect, or if I missed anything
I love
I'm
you
aware of,
way
let
too
us all know
much.
below in the comments. And second, footage and photos are pretty limited for some of these, so I will be pulling in footage from the TV series and other sources to help visualize things. Some of these don't
I
have
like this part.
any photos to go along with them, so bear with me here. Alright, let's begin. Let's rewind about 80 years. The three railway engines. Edward's Day Out. The first book of the series all featured stories that Wilbert had made up as bedtime stories for Christopher. This story sees the introduction of Edward, and him being let out of the shed for the first time in ages, much to the other engine's jealousy. This very simple tale is not based on anything in the real world of railways, but the story's opening is based on the old nursery rhyme, Down by the Station, with all versions of the illustrations showing the engines in the shed all in a row. Edward and Gordon. The series' second story does have some real-world influence. This story features Gordon
going to
stumbling on
bed?
the hill with a heavy goods train, and Edward coming along to bank him. This was based on tales.
Well, I'll
of
be in
Wilbert
there
the
like in
Railwayman and
about
his
an
own
hour.
observations while living in Wiltshire in his youth. Trains would make
One more
heavy
kiss.
chuffing sounds that filled the area when they would ascend the grade of a nearby box tunnel. To Wilbert, it sounded like the engine at the front and the one at the back banking were
Good night,
communicating
honey.
with each other, and he based the characters' personalities on that.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.